Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is me walking around in my kitchen. And I just wanted to kind of pop in here and do a quick video today. I am trying to find my notes that I actually took for this video because today we are going to do a very weird kind of Q&A video. I lifted a list of Q&A questions from another YouTuber, and we're just doing kind of the handheld camera today. It's very, I don't know, on the fly, shall we say, how we're doing this. So let's see if I can pull up the questions. So basically this isn't what I would call a filler video necessarily. This is just a transitional video because we just came off of my series on WandaVision, which if you didn't watch any of those videos, go back and watch those videos because I had a lot of fun doing it. Although I am relieved that it is over because it was a lot of work to record and get those videos out as fast as possible so that they were timely. So I'm kind of glad that that's done. And we also will be having some reviews of Falcon and Winter Soldier TV show. I'm not promising too much on that right now just because I've heard things about the show that tell me it might be a little bit more social justice warrior-y than what I want to see. And so I'm not going to commit to that show the way that I did to WandaVision. I really enjoyed WandaVision. I know there were some people who had some complaints about the ending, and go take a hike. I enjoyed it. I admit that there are some, structural flaws, but as a piece of entertainment, I was entertained, and that's all that matters to me. So just to go through some of these questions, I'm going to ask you guys to do something real quick that I always ask you to do. Please click the like button, comment below, F for Flourish if you watched my WandaVision series, F for Flourish if you didn't anyway. Subscribe to the channel, ring the bell to get notifications and all that good stuff. So let's get started with this Q&A. So, what is your favorite thing to do on a Saturday? Honestly, my favorite thing to do on a Saturday is to go drive up about 10 minutes and go for a walk by the lake with my siblings and then go to the little, I don't want to call it a general store, and I don't want to call it what it actually is either because I don't want to give away the location of it, but there's a little store up there we like to go to, and it has these little, there they are. These little itty bitty collectors things. Yeah, they have a bunch of those there. And so I like to check out what they have and see, what the deal is going on over there. So that's one of my favorite things. And then also just going to my parents' house and watching, right now we're watching Lois and Clark, and I really am enjoying that show, partly because it's so corny and so cheesy, and also just partly because Superman is just so much more wholesome, especially back then. And I just get so tired of the smutty, gross, angsty type show. It's kind of one of the failings of Smallville, I have to say. And so that is what I like doing on a Saturday. If you could travel backwards or forwards in time, which would you choose? Probably backwards, but I would like to be able to stop in multiple places. So just within my own life, I've said this before, I wish I could go back and relive 2017 because it was such an amazing year for me, because a lot of things that I'd been working towards finally happened, and it was, a really exciting year. But just like historically, I would love to go back and like meet Margaret Thatcher or something like that. Just little things. It's the little things. I don't know. Go to a Carmen concert. R.I.P. If you could live in a different time period, which would you choose? Obviously the 80s. Are you kidding me? But I would have to make sure that I'm a certain age because I want to be able to go to all the concerts. So like I need to like maybe be 11 or 12 right at the beginning of the 80s maybe, so that I make sure, and I need to be able to live in the right location. So if I'm living in the San Francisco Bay Area in the 80s, that would be preferred, I think. That's my selection right there. What color toothpaste do you use? Like I said, I pulled this questionnaire from another YouTuber. And this is a really weird question. My toothpaste is that dark blue stuff that like tastes like bubblegum that kids use. I'm sure that does not surprise anyone. So that's my answer to that weird question. Would you rather go skydiving or swimming with sharks? Neither, please. I don't like heights, and I actually am not real big I'm not real big on swimming in the ocean. I like to be able to see the bottom of the water if I can, just because reasons and all of that good stuff. Do you have any habits that people describe as being cute? I don't think people describe me as cute. That's just not a word that that people use to describe me. Do I have any habits in general? I bite my nails. That's probably not good. That's about the biggest habit that I've never been able to break. I've been biting my nails since I was a little kid. Yep, that's my habit. It's not real cute either. Sorry, guys. What is your go-to for house decorating? Pumpkins and carousels. My pumpkin collection is slightly more advanced than my carousel collection, but I should do a video. I did a video about the different pumpkins that I have right now that are collector's pumpkins. I have a ceramic one, I have a stuffed one, I have a cheap plastic one, I have a bunch of different ones. And then as far as carousels, I have a very eclectic taste in carousels, so I don't want just any carousel. I have a carousel music box. I have a little, not tin, but like a little metal, very intricate, tiny carousel, and I'm really just working on that collection. It's that collection is less of a I have it now collection and more like an I'm working on it collection. So that would be the answer to my question, or that would be my answer to that question. Unicorns or narwhals? What kind of a question is that? Unicorns, duh. Preferably the unicorn from the last battle in the Chronicles of Narnia. I'm not, other than that though, the reason I like that unicorn is because that unicorn, first of all, was an anthropomorphic unicorn, and it was kind of in the persona of a warrior, a male warrior type, and so it didn't really even seem like a unicorn. It seemed more like a person than a unicorn. But just like, I'm not that interested in a unicorn. I'd rather have a regular horse. Favorite musical? Oh, this is hard. This is hard because so many movies that are musicals, I don't even identify as musicals necessarily. Obviously, I think The Sound of Music is a really, really good musical, but I feel like there's some other ones that are also important to me, and I'm just drawing a blank here on this question. I guess The Sound of Music has to be the top here. I know, okay, so there's multiple versions of the Roger and Hammerstein Cinderella. I prefer the one with Brandy. I know it's more silly and less serious, but I love that one. And I think the singing in that one is way better than the singing in the 50s version. And I'm pretty sure that it's confusing because there's a version with this one actress that I can't remember her name, and then there's a version with Julie Andrews, and then there's the Brandy version, and there may even be another one that I'm not aware of. That one with the girl who wasn't Julie Andrews, I thought I'm sure she was a fine singer, and I'm sure she was like doing everything right as far as technical singing quality. I hated the sound of her voice. I thought she sounded really, really nasally and obnoxious. And especially after listening to Brandy sing all those songs, and then listening to her after I had grown up with listening to Brandy sing those songs, it was just like, oh, this is bad. So I would say that's another musical that I really like. And I'm sure somebody in the comments who knows me is going to be like, what about this one? And what about this one? And you forgot this one. And I'm like, well, I'm drawing a blank here today. Least favorite food. I still hate peas and broccoli like a little kid. And I will never age. This is, as you can see by my face, I'm going to be 30 in a few months, and I barely have a little bit of a wrinkle line starting, but I'm not going to age for a good long while. I drink from the fountain of youth. Yeah, but that is my least favorite food at this point. Those types of things, certainly liver, and then I love avocado, but when it goes bad, it makes me really, really sick. So I might put that on the list because that's like an evil trick, because avocado is supposed to give you joy and happiness, and I expect that. And then when you eat some avocado that's gone a little bit bad and you get sick from it, you're like, dirty, rotten trick, witchcraft, all the rest of it. So the final question, definitely not a question necessarily meant for me, but the question is favorite dog breed. And as you guys know, I'm a cat person, not a dog person. That is not to say, though, that I don't like dogs. It's just that I'm really, really allergic to dogs. And I've had a problem with that for years, especially long-haired dogs. That's a nightmare, which is funny because my favorite breed of dog is Golden Retriever. And that's probably the dog that I'm the most allergic to of all time. So if I ever get one, I will have to be heavily medicated at all times. that's a little bit of an exaggeration, but yeah, dog fur really, really, really bothers me. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell to get notifications, comment F for flourish in the comments below, and I will talk to you guys on the next video. Bye.